Welcome to another episode of Two Joes and the Pro. As always, you got your guys Kenny, Ryan, and Brian. Let's get straight to it, my guys. I know you're doing good because guess what? It's Catfish Wednesday. And
Oh, that shit's banging.
that shit is banging, dog. I'm trying to tell people, dog, like it's the best catfish I've ever fucking had.
At
Like,
work?
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
that shit, bro.
It's
That
the only
shit.
thing they know how to do.
That's it. They don't know how to do nothing else, but that catfish, bro, dog. It's at this point, it's bringing cultures together.
Yeah.
Ethnicities are bonding over the catfish. Like, damn,
That's
are
true.
we all having a revelation right now?
Yeah. Kenny, like a couple months ago, it was mostly, it was mostly the black people lining up for it.
That's it.
And
That's
then
it.
slowly but surely over the weeks, man, you got all reaches of life coming for that
All reasons of
catfish.
life. You got, and it's all timing, right? Like you listen. The ethnicities are dividing. You got the Spanish people. They come more to the end of the lunch period. You got a lot of white people mixing in with the black people at the same time. It's like I was not supposed to say a civil right, but then it's like a million man march. That civil rights would be that would, right? It's like a million man march all for the catfish, and people be civil about it. They're like,
Yeah.
you were here before me. Go ahead,
Yeah. Yeah. There's
go
nobody
ahead.
cutting.
No cutting.
Oh man.
All to get some of Grandma Ma's catfish, dog. I don't know who Grandma back there, but boy, she need to go get a food truck because she got it in the
What do
headlock.
you think they do? What do you think they do?
It's, the breading is kind of like how Popeyes had the breading on the chicken sandwich. As everybody's like, "Oh my god, the breading!" So that's how that catfish breading is. But it's not. It's cornmeal. But I'm saying that same type of mixture with the breading to the chicken for the Popeye sandwich is like the breading for the catfish. It's like perfect. It's not
Probably not
salty.
even real catfish.
No,
No,
no, no.
bad.
It's real
it's
catfish. You
true.
can see it. You see it when they break it, it's flake. And that's the thing too. Sometimes you have catfish, it's like super wet, and you're like, ugh, salt is bro. I don't know if they got peanut oil. They went down to Louisiana and got some of that. Yeah. I don't know. That's it.
They're
That-
doing it right.
I mean, the fact that you guys are speaking so highly, it's a best kept secret, but it's
It
getting
really
out.
is.
Bro,
It's-
it has been like 7 weeks at this point. And we've been looking for it, like, all right, they're gonna mess up. And that bitch been undefeated.
Yep.
Anyway, y'all didn't come here to talk about food. Y'all came here to talk about sports, and we're gonna go ahead and get to that. Basketball. Let's
Playoffs.
see. Playoffs. So right now, the only teams that are not playing are the teams that suck, and that would be the Los Angeles Lakers, because they got booted out by the Denver Nuggets, and they lost 4-1. The saddest thing about it is we should have beat Denver this series. Like, we were up 2 games, double digits, 15 plus. We lost off of 2 buzzer beaters, and both those games that we lost, those buzzer beaters, we had leads. And
Kenny,
I just
you guys led 3 times as long in that series than Denver did.
bro,
Dude,
bro, they had
It's just basketball.
every team that was leading the time that's led. Every team was it was a 4-0, right? It was for who swept. It was 4-0
OKC.
OKC, 4-0 OKC. They had Boston up there. Boston was 3-1 at the time.
And they're about to
And
be
then
4-1.
and then they had somebody else that was 3-1. Lakers was the only one that was
Yeah.
1-3. Like, it just didn't make any sense. And I don't understand it. The game one loss was okay. We can give us that game one loss, whatever. The game two loss, I don't understand why LeBron didn't hold the ball to take the final shot and give
And he jacked
Denver
up a
less
3.
time. And he jacked up. So it's just went straight
Why
transition.
not go to the hole?
The
That's what your
game,
game is.
the game 3 loss, we go home, we're up 18. How? How does that happen?
I loved it, the fact that the Lakers had leads, because I was hitting Denver live, because I was like, I know they're going to come back.
Dog.
I just knew it. I was only wrong one time.
And then game 4, we won. Okay, cool. Then go to game 5, where we have a lead in game 5.
Yep.
We have a lead. Everyone's like, okay, cool. Lakers trying to, and we give this shit back up and lose again off the same way we did with game 2 with Murray with the fader, with the bum calf muscle.
Yeah.
For somebody that had a bum calf muscle, he took all the shots in the first quarter. He took like 8 shots. It was
They had to get him warmed up and let him just stay hot.
And he cooked. OKC by far looks like they are it. No. The OKC didn't sweep.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They swept the Pelicans.
4-0.
You're thinking the T-Wolves.
T-Wolves. They won 4-1.
Well, I think
no,
they
T-Wolves.
No, they swept too.
T-Wolves is sweat.
Yeah.
T-Wolves
the
sweat.
Nuggets was 4-1.
Yeah, and then the only
And then the
series left in
Clippers
the
and
West.
Mavs are tied.
Yeah.
So Clippers and Mavs are 2-2. The Nuggets beat the Lakers, and then T-Wolves they swept the Phoenix, and then OKC swept New Orleans last night.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
OKC looks good, dog. They got a lot of young guys that can shoot. I really
do.
like Shea. Good as Alexander, Shea's like that. But with all that being said, that young man in Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, is the real fucking deal, dog.
Do you see there's a conspiracy out there that he's MJ's son? You have Jimmy Butler, who's basically confirmed that's MJ's son, and now we have Anthony Edwards.
What do you mean it's basically confirmed?
Bro, it's too much there that saying it is.
I don't know if it's basically
much
confirmed, but
evidence.
it's definitely a lot of cross paths, if that makes sense. Being where he's from, that area, and then talking about never knowing who his father was, having to go to the whole
he looks like him.
System.
Well, look at Anthony Edwards and MJ. Look at their pictures.
No, Anthony Edwards is not there.
Okay, they look a lot alike.
That's not
Very similar.
They reaching with that. That's all.
And you have all these great players from the past saying Anthony Edwards looks like a young MJ, not only look wise but also in his game.
It doesn't, bro. That doesn't matter.
And here you go. Here's the conspiracy. MJ was playing the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs 9 months before Anthony Edwards was born, and the stories are that MJ was, he was a dog out there. He was playing the field out there,
Bro.
What are we thinking?
No, bro.
Must be AI. Hey,
Can't believe anything these days.
Yeah.
His dad's name is Roger Caruth.
Allegedly.
He's probably a flat earther too.
Anyway, so that happened. I don't know how to go down this conspiracy. I'm over here looking like
man, you got fun with it.
It's like maybe.
I was
You'll
like,
never
I
know.
don't know. But the Jimmy Butler is a high plausibility.
Yes,
of
it
that
is.
being true. Like somebody really deep dive down there, and they're talking about all the correlations. Him being in Chicago, age, time. Oh yeah. Anyway, so what else?
Right,
Eastern
Get to the
Conference.
East.
So,
East.
Eastern Conference.
Let's roll
East,
through.
we have the 76ers. New York can't get right. They could have had a game to win last night to be 4-1. Tyrese Maxey just went ape shit. And I think he had 48, something like that. So they won that game. They're going back to Philly for game 6. The
Don't
Bucks
let it get to game 7.
Yeah.
Don't let it get there.
The Bucks bust Indiana's ass to go to game 6, which I thought they were going to end it last night. So now they have an opportunity for Dame and potentially Giannis to come back for game 6, which should get interesting. Right now, the Pacers are playing really good. They're actually playing some defense. They're playing fast there. And then Boston right now is closing out everything against Miami. Miami snuck one in Boston, but other than that, every other game has been a blowout by like 20
It's a
plus.
wrap.
So it's a
As
wrap
it should
there.
be. They didn't have Jimmy Butler, so It is what it is.
And then the
Unfortunately.
Knicks game not the Knicks, the Cavs versus Orlando has actually been a good series.
Yes.
The Cavs won last night, so it's a 3-2, I believe.
Yeah.
And Orlando had a lead, and it's kind of a pretty tight series. And I'm surprised, man. That coach from Orlando needs to get a lot of credit because they play tough and they're playing together. And it's a lot of high draft picks, but kind of no names, right? A lot of guys we know them from college, but not really known to do anything in the NBA thus far. And they're actually doing pretty good for themselves. So that kind of covers the NBA.
Yeah. NHL is also in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I know off the top of my head, the Bruins are up 3-2. They should have closed out in Game 5 last night. You'll see a common theme here, but they choked away the game, and now they have a Game 6 going back to Toronto. The only saving grace is that Toronto historically is just a bunch of chokers in the playoffs the last 20 years or so. They never can win. So Boston should take care of business in that series. But I'm not holding my breath. You have the Carolina Hurricanes. They took care of business against the Islanders. The Florida Panthers beat the Lightning 4-1. That series is over, and they'll face the winner of the Bruins and Maple Leafs. And the Hurricanes will face the Rangers, who swept the Capitals. That's the Eastern Conference. The West, you have the Dallas Stars are up. It's tied 2-2 in the series, right? No, it's 3-1. Sorry, Dallas is up 3-1, and they're playing the Golden Knights. They're up by 1 point right now, or 1 goal.
Who's up?
Dallas. So they should, if they can hold on, they'll finish that series out. The Avalanche.
Wait,
what?
Vegas? I thought it was tied 2-2.
I thought it was 3-1.
I think it's 2-2. Well, this website says 2-2.
Maybe. I'm looking at ESPN. We all know that they lie. So, the Avalanche, they beat the Jets, which might have been surprising to a lot of people, but they got that championship pedigree. So they took care of business 4-1, 4-1. The Canucks and Predators are going to a Game 6. Vancouver's up 3-2. The Predators held off elimination last game, and now they get to play at home. So that looks like it's going to be a 7-game series. And then tonight, the Oilers and Kings played Game 5. Oilers are up 3-1. So if they can win tonight, that closes that series out. It's been pretty good playoffs so far. For the most part, I think it's gone according to what most people would have picked. The only real upset maybe in some people's eyes, like I said, is the Avalanche over the Jets, because the Jets have been really good this year. Let's go Preds by Mitch. Yeah, I mean, they play hard, man. That's been a tight series the whole way. They still have as good of a chance as anybody else. So I really don't have a favorite in that series. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I do think it's going Game 7, though. So that's pretty much it.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll do baseball another time because we really want to get to draft recap for football.
Yeah, baby. Look, we're gonna go pick by pick for round 1, right? And then we can talk about whatever. Kenny, wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker alert. Bears. Caleb Williams.
Oh
First
my
round.
God, really?
First overall pick.
Dumbasses.
I mean, whatever. So we're going pick by pick, but I guess since the Bears had 2 picks, I guess we'll cover it later. All right. Second pick, everyone thought Drake May be here because of the stuff that was going on with Jaden Daniels.
Bullshit.
Nope. Washington stuck to their guns and they took Jaden Daniels.
Bro,
So,
did y'all know he ran a 4.38 in his pro day?
He's so fast.
My God. I didn't think he was that fast. 4.38.
He's Lamar Jackson, potentially.
Bro,
But with a better arm.
That's
can
faster
throw.
than Lamar Jackson. Straight line, that's faster than Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't know. He don't got the
He's
shift.
smaller. He's smaller
The
than
shift.
Lamar.
He doesn't
though.
have the shift.
He's not smaller than Lamar.
Lamar's pretty jacked up now.
Lamar was small when he came in.
Right.
Yeah, Lamar. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I was gonna say
When
I
they
was
get
gonna
on the
say he did-
program, they'll be
he
fine.
did put some weight. He did put some weight on, but like, yeah.
No, I think Jaden Daniels can throw though.
I think it's good. I think that
Lamar wants to be a running back. Yeah.
I think those two quarterbacks should fare well. I mean, we'll see with the Commanders because Washington is just a shit show for an organization. But if they can turn things around,
Mitch is drunk.
No,
There's no
he's
way
just
he's out 3
he's
years.
just he's just
trolling.
pulling the RG3 like
that's
trolling
because
it's the field.
well, he could be because he does take a lot of hits. He is like more like RG3 in that regard. He needs to learn how to slide and get out.
Have you seen his highlights? There's some look up like Jaden Daniels hits because when he does gets hit, it's like haymakers and he's just, like a car wreck.
It's like
Yeah, well, because he's just small. I mean, be like me out there getting hit, you know, if I was in shape.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if he can slide. They could teach him to get down. I mean, I don't care. I like Jaden Daniels as a prospect, but I hate him as a Washington Commander. So sucks to suck. All right, and then we had some buzz around the league with pick 3, potentially that the Vikings and the Giants were both trying to trade up to the number 3 spot, in essence, to draft Drake May. Patriots were like, no, we got this. So Patriots draft Drake May with the number 3 pick. They supposedly turned down other offers for this trade, but
I know
who
Brian
knows?
loves that.
That's all.
Yeah,
That's all
Albert Breer came out and reported that the Giants offered 6 and next year's first, and the Vikings offered both their first this year and a first next year. And the Patriots denied both those trades. That's what's been reported by Albert Breer, who's a pretty big name in the NFL. So
let's hear it, Bri.
You know,
it's your team, the future.
It's not my team anymore because, as you remember, I told you if they picked Drake May, I'd renounce my fandom or for the New England Patriots. So I'm now a football fan.
He's gonna be so good. Watch, he's gonna be so good.
Look, he could be. I just didn't want the Patriots taking a project, and I feel like he is a project.
He is. But his pedigree is a good ass pedigree to come from.
It could be, but he
no, it's not. Could be. It's proven. He has. He's from a family of all athletes at a high level.
That doesn't always translate.
Majority of the time, the youngest brother, it does because it's like he's getting bullied on by all the other older brothers. He's tough as fuck. I bet.
Hey, look, I wish him the best. Obviously, maybe I'll come around and support him a little bit.
We'll see how Luke McCaffrey does.
That was a reach. Fucking Washington, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Brian. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I mean, you just wanted Luke McCaffrey and you didn't get him.
No, I did not, bro. They reached up and got him as a
pedigree,
third
Kenny.
rounder.
I mean, that's what you've been telling me all this time. It's
Pedigree.
pedigree.
He's the older brother. If he was any good, he'd have been in the fucking league already.
He's the older brother?
How's that?
I thought he was older brother. Or they have
no way.
Of Christian?
Of Christian McCaffrey?
There must be a third. They must have 3 brothers. Then.
Oh, they got to be the third one. The other one coming.
Oh,
no, there must be a third brother.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
No. So, anyways, Ryan and I were watching the Pat McAfee show during the draft, at least most of it.
Yeah.
And Belichick was on there, and he tore May apart. But he was actually very critical about basically every quarterback, except for Caleb Williams. Take that for what you want.
He was critical of every. It was really refreshing. You know, like
he loved MHJ,
yeah,
and he had big comments about Neighbors. He loved both of those guys, which leads me to believe if he was still the coach in New England, Patriots would have taken a wide receiver, or they would have traded.
He probably would have traded.
Yeah,
he probably would have taken the Giants pick.
Because, yeah, exactly. You move back to 6 and you could still take Penix if that's your guy. Or even JJ was still there, right? Or whoever. You still could have gotten a quarterback. I don't think that Bill would have taken the project that Drake May is. He might turn into one of the best quarterbacks in this draft. We'll see. But he also could be a bust. That's the problem with projects.
But you can say about everybody, though.
Well, that's why you guys drafted 2 projects.
Yeah.
So...
Exactly. That's another thing that leads me to believe they're not sold on Drake May necessarily.
The
Because they
Tennessee
went and got
quarterback, right? Is
Melton.
that Melton? Yeah, Joe
Joe
Melton.
Melton.
Yep.
But they did drastically change their quarterback room. They now have big arms in their quarterback room. Guys that can sling it.
So is Zappy gone?
Yeah, Zappy's
Is
gonna go.
May number 2, and or is Joe Melton a practice squad guy and Zappy's 2 and May is 3?
They're carrying 3
And they
quarterbacks.
carry. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're carrying 3 quarterbacks.
You can't put a quarterback
dude-
on the practice squad or they're gonna get stolen.
Well,
Not of their caliber. Like even Joe Milton,
Yeah.
people love the arm, so they would come and try to take him. I don't think you can stash him on the practice squad. I really don't. Now, right now, I think it's Jacoby's number 1, May's 2, and Melton's 3 to start camp. We'll see if May shows that he is at least as good as Jacoby.
hey, in their defense though, the Patriots, they just need one of those guys to work out, and that'll be their third over. Like if Melton's the guy and he ends up being better, you'll just be like, yeah, we draft him with the 3rd pick.
But revisionist history is always going to be like, well, if Melton's the guy, you could have taken MHJ at 3. You know, that's what people will always say. They'll say you wasted a pick. So I feel like May has to hit or else it's just a bad look.
All right, well, whatever.
Anyways,
that's the 3rd pick. 4th pick. So the draft at this point is going pretty
Chalk, yeah.
for the most part. Arizona comes up. They get Larry Fitzgerald. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep.
You kind of knew that was happening. There was
surprises.
a possibility of them trading out, but he was going to Arizona. I think he steps for the receivers. He goes into like the perfect spot because he's automatically the number 1. Kyler is a good quarterback, and it's a good system. So he's in terms of like dynasty fantasy or any fantasy that you play, Marvin Harrison Jr. is a lock. And then 5th pick, the position was not shocking, offensive tackle, but we all thought that J.C. Latham was going to go here, but the Chargers decided to go with Joe Alt. Kenny, since that's your team, what are your thoughts? I know you wanted somebody else.
No,
you
I
wanted
didn't want to talk about
Rome
the draft,
Odunze?
so that's why I'm not paying attention.
Why not, man?
Bro, they're fucking idiots. Why are you picking Joe Alt? I don't care if his dad played in the league. I don't care if he can move around.
Pedigree.
Long arms. I don't care about that. We had a chance at getting elite neighbors. We don't have any freaking wide receivers. We got Joshua Palmer that's gonna be our leading wide receiver. What are we talking about, bro? Quentin Johnson? That's what we got? Damn, man. We could have got at least Malik Neighbors. Is get some explosiveness.
It don't matter. John Harbaugh is going to make that into a run team anyways.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, at this point now.
That's why they got Joe Alt.
Why do you draft Justin Herbert in fantasy anymore? They're not throwing a pill.
He's gonna fall in fantasy for a little, at least for this year.
He's not throwing a pill.
See
dog.
what it's like.
No, it's no see what it's like. He's gonna be worse than Trevor Lawrence.
I mean,
let's see.
Chargers sell his rookie card right now. It's over with.
Chargers went with Joe Alt, Ladd McConkey.
Oh my god!
With the 2nd pick.
Yeah, I don't like Ladd McConkey.
I don't understand why you get Ladd McConkey when you had Mitchell still there.
He fell.
He fell to the Colts. Dog, don't get me started there, bro.
Yeah, you took Ladd McConkey over Mitchell.
A lot of people passed on Mitchell. Even the Patriots did in the 2nd round.
I just don't understand that.
What about Brendan Rice? You got Jerry Rice's.
Okay.
Late in the 7th round.
Pedigree.
Yeah, that's a pedigree pick.
That's a pedigree.
Yeah,
pick,
your dad called. Your dad called. Yeah, I'll draft.
I don't understand that, bro. Was Brian Thomas? He got drafted. Where did he go get drafted?
He went early.
23 to the Jaguars.
Well, not early, but he went in the 1st round. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So then JJ McCarthy's fallen down the board to the Giants at 6. There's been rumors about the Giants taking JJ McCarthy, but they don't. Thank goodness, they don't. I think so. From the reports that I read, it was either they were trading up for Drake May because that was the guy they liked, which that should bode some confidence for you that there were other teams that wanted Drake May. So,
I mean, yes and no. I mean, he's projected to be like either a cross between like Herbert and Josh Allen at best.
No. He's not.
Dayball coached Josh Allen. That's why I think that Dayball was interested.
He's not Josh Allen. That's like a stretch.
I said
That's
cross.
I know. I'm just saying, like people that say that is a stretch. There's nothing about his game that is just Josh
passer. He's more of a passer than a runner. Like Josh Allen was just like a raw like runner and had a big arm, but was very inaccurate when he came out.
I don't know, but he was at Wyoming, so
yeah,
let's take a grain of salt. But I got you.
Well, so either way, the Giants go with Malik Neighbors, who was the guy I wanted from the start.
Yeah, we know.
So Ryan was happy.
I was ecstatic.
Me and Kenny were miserable.
Fucking pissed. How do we pass the Patriots? I'm like, okay, woo, we got him. No. And then Ryan gets. I was hoping that they passed on him, but I knew that wasn't happening.
Yeah, there's no way. So the Giants draft, they forego quarterback. They're going into the season with Daniel Jones and Drew Lock. That's it. I don't know. I mean, this is it for Daniel Jones. If he doesn't pan out this year, he'll be cut.
And he can't complain about not having a weapon. Malik Neighbors is instantly a good weapon.
Instantly a good weapon. The only negative is the possibility. Well, the likelihood that Darren Waller's probably retiring. More than likely, he hasn't stated it yet outright, but he's going through some personal stuff, and I think he's going to retire.
Maybe he sees that they got another guy on offense and makes him want to stay.
I don't think him retiring or staying has anything to do with football.
Was he back on did he fall off the wagon or something?
I hit him and he's going through a divorce right now.
Who?
And Darren Waller and what's that? Plum?
He's going to the divorce with Kelsey Plum?
Yeah, they
just got married like a year ago.
Yeah, they filed for divorce, and he's getting ready to. He's basically saying that he's probably going to retire. So the Giants drafted Theo Johnson in the 4th round. So the wide receiver or tight end from Penn State. So he's like he's an athletic guy. Yeah. He just needs some molding probably.
No, he don't need molding. He's a system.
Well, we'll see how it works.
A system like James Harden said. I'm saying a system like he just needs to be put in the right system. He'd be good.
And then in the 2nd round, we get the first safety. Well, technically, if you count Kool-Aid as a safety or Cooper DeJean as a safety, but this Tyler Nubin or Nubbin, is that how you say his name?
It's like the first pure safety.
Yeah, he was the first pure safety of the draft. That was a good pickup. We lost Xavier McKinney, and we got a cheaper safety. This guy led he had like the most picks last year. He's got a lot of interceptions, so he's a ball hog guy. Thank you, man. And then we drafted one corner in the 3rd round. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, Mitch, 2nd round. Ryan is deviating from the script. Okay,
we're deviating on our teams. We'll let you go. Hold on, I'll send you the link. You'll dial in at your pick. Listen, we are only 29 minutes in. You think we got all night? All right, where was I? Sorry. So the Giants. No. All right, pick 7. Tennessee Titans take J.C. Latham. They go with tackle.
What everybody thought for position. So
yeah,
no surprise.
But people were kind of upset about because I think they wanted Joe Alt.
Yeah,
J.C. Latham for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I thought they could have flipped and been fine because Alt's been playing left tackle and he's going to now have to play on the right.
Do you think so, or do you think that they'd move Slater, because Slater is kind of athletic.
He's versatile. I think Joe Alt could play right tackle as well, but left is way better. I think he has way better body for a left tackle than Slater. Slade can just move around.
Well, I guess we'll figure it out. And then the shock of the draft, 8th pick, Falcons are on the clock. They said they got finished writing the check to Kirk Cousins, and they were like, wait a minute. Let's just send that check. But we're also going to draft Michael Penix Jr., who, if Kirk Cousins plays his entire contract with the Atlanta Falcons, and then they move on to Michael Penix, I think he'll be 29 years old before he even plays.
It's not going to happen.
It won't happen. Kirk will be there. Kirk's their quarterback this year.
Yeah, and then that's it.
And then I think that's it.
Then they're going to bite the bullet on the money. And
no, they won't.
Yes, they will. If Penix is what they think that he is,
Kirk's going to play 2 years.
So here, what about this? Kirk is still rehabbing from an Achilles that he injured later in the year. I don't think it was an early season injury. It was later in the year. So during training camp, he's going to be doing on the side. He's going to be doing some PT. They're going to be managing his reps while Penix is going to go out there, be slinging it, throwing darts. The team's going to start chatting and be like, you see this guy?
I wonder what is in Kirk Cousins' contract, if it's any writer's clause. Like, yes, I understand it's a guarantee, but those guarantees always come with a, hey, assuming that this happens, right? So I'm curious on what happens from there.
I mean, that's not going to be public.
I know that, but I'm just saying in general, because I think that might give a little bit more insight to why they went to take that pick, because it's kind of like everybody was kind of blindsided by it. And to Kirk Cousins' point, he was like, man, you're not getting anybody to make the team better. But it's like, bro, if we have a clause inside your contract that could potentially negate some of the guaranteed money if you're not healthy, and we get a guy like Penix who is giving me flashbacks to Michael Vick because he's a lefty, right? And he got a little swag to himself. Why not do that?
I mean,
I don't think them taking Rome Odunze was going to be good anyway.
No, I think they should take the defense.
But then who do you take at the defense at number 8?
I mean, well, I would have taken Turner, but
Turner,
he fell.
That's what I said.
He fell.
We'll get to that. I just didn't understand that.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
I don't know either.
Well, so that was the shock of the draft. That's when things started going off the rails a little bit. Chicago came up. Everyone's like, oh, they'll probably take best defensive player, but they were like, nope, we're doubling down. We're putting Rome Odunze with
That's smart.
Caleb Williams, and we're going to have them grow together. And then Keenan Allen, he's going to learn from Keenan Allen, and then
DJ
Keenan Allen's
Moore.
probably and DJ Moore. Keenan Allen's probably gone. Yeah,
Keenan Allen's like a one and done in Chicago probably.
But Keenan Allen though is playing the slot. He's playing the slot. Rome Odunze is going to play the right. Chi-Town, let's ride. Okay, Logan. He's going to play the slot. What you call is going to play the right. DJ Moore is going to play the left. And then you have Keenan Allen to kind of groom Rome and kind of teach DJ Moore some tricks. It's over. Maybe 8.
I don't know.
8?
I have to see their schedule.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. If the Bears make the playoffs this year, we're all painting our nails.
They'll make the playoffs.
Why not?
I don't partake in that.
Under 10 wins. They're not getting
10 wins. That's tough because that means the Packers and the Lions are good. If you split with them, you're doing pretty good. If you split with them,
I think they split.
And then you have to take care of business against Minnesota.
That's easy
twice. I mean, Minnesota still got some weapons, and it's not like Chicago's defense is the best yet. They have some work to do.
They were good last year.
I forgot JJ McCarthy is going to lead them to the promised land. I can't wait for to see how much of a bust he is.
We'll see, because that guy is a winner. He might be just one of those guys.
Spoiler alert: Minnesota trades up 1 pick from 11 to 10 to get JJ McCarthy, which I'm not sure why they traded up. Maybe they got scared because Penix went and they were like, "Shit."
Well, they had a bunch of teams right behind them that could have jumped them.
Well, they had
wanted to make sure they got him.
Yeah. That's essentially what happened.
Yeah.
So they got JJ McCarthy so it's JJ to JJ. I can't believe you don't think that is going to work out, Kenny.
It's not going to work out because I'm tired of everybody getting on a JJ McCarthy train talking about he's a winner. He was on a fucking loaded team. That's
Dude,
like
that
Mac
is your
Jones.
head coach. Can you speak with
Mac
some respect?
Jones. Mac Jones was on a loaded team. Look where the fuck he's at.
I mean, he
See,
got
look where he's
screwed.
at. Huh?
He got screwed.
Did you see? He did get screwed, but did you see his numbers? His numbers were better than JJ's.
I
He
understand.
had one of the most efficient rookie seasons.
But what I'm saying, JJ McCarthy ain't that.
I guess we'll find out.
And what made JJ McCarthy good is that they had a dominant run game. Who
Hey,
the
man.
fuck is running the ball in Minnesota?
I mean, hey, don't they?
See,
Who
look
they
at you.
get? I forget who they got. Did they still have Madison? No, they got rid of Madison, right?
Exactly. They don't got Madison. Who they got?
I don't even remember.
They have a running back.
They have somebody. They brought somebody in. I feel like a pretty
Hold
good running back.
Oh, not there. What do I hear? Aaron Jones, bruh.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
Aaron Jones. Ah. Oh.
That's right. Because
Are you kidding me?
He signed
dude?
there out of spite.
He was
Aaron
good
Jones.
last year.
Aaron Jones is
Okay.
still pretty solid. I mean, he's
I didn't
getting up
say he
there in
wasn't.
age, but
I didn't say he wasn't solid, but that's not going to lead you
No,
to
no,
promise,
no.
man.
I think what you said was.
I said,
hey, man, listen. They got Aaron Jones. They got T.J. Hawkinson. They got Justin Jefferson, and what's the other guy? Addison.
Addison.
They got good weapons. So if you want to say that JJ succeeded on a loaded team, he might be on another loaded team offensively.
tell me why that. Tell me how that offense benefits him, please. I'll wait.
What do you mean?
That offense is not what he ran in college.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
If they
see
can get
what
the
he's
run game
being asked.
going, and then he only has to pass on in situationally, which is what he did in Michigan, he could succeed.
All right.
I wouldn't
guess
just
we'll-
dismiss
we're,
him.
We're not going to
Kenny,
beat it.
and I
down.
wouldn't
I'm-
dismiss the Vikings.
Bro, the thing is this: when I call something in a guy's rookie year, I normally spot on. I got a probably 80% chance of being spot on, and I'm telling you right now, he's a bust.
How'd Bijan work out for you?
What do you mean? What did I say? Would be
You said he wasn't going to be a top 10 fantasy running back.
top 10 fantasy running back. How did he do?
He was.
He was.
He was.
He was
was.
top 10.
I'm just
one.
saying. You said
And-
when you say it
and
about a
that-
rookie, it's right. Well, it's not.
Do you want to go down the list of all the other people we talked
I
about?
mean, we ain't got time for that.
No.
Oh, okay,
He,
cool.
you're usually right about running backs
Getting
and
hurt.
they're getting hurt injured. So who is it this year? Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, really.
Wait for it. Whatever running back everyone loves, that's going to be the running back case. Like this guy's going to die.
Oh, I won't go that far.
Wow, Mitch says Chicago's the second best team in that division. See, I don't agree with that.
Who's the first?
I agree.
If that is Detroit the first, or are
Yeah,
you
Detroit's for sure.
playing,
First.
are you being contrarian and saying that? I mean, the
Nah,
Packers have
Detroit's
a
the first.
really good roster.
I
Packers
don't.
are one of the youngest teams. Unless they are my only saving grace is that I think that there's a lot of tape on
Jordan Love.
this year.
I think he regresses.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with you on that, but he proved me wrong last year, so we'll see.
But he proved you wrong because you had no tape,
Yeah.
right? But he didn't do anything to wow you. He did a lot of things that were like, oh, you skated by on that. That was a bad decision. You skated by on that. So my only thing that I give them credit for is I like LaFleur as a coach. I like him. I don't like to root against him because he has some shit to him, right? So like that's the only reason I give Jordan Love some credit. But Detroit is definitely the number one team. Where we at now?
Oh, sorry. Jets went and picked Fashanu.
They
That
needed
was
it.
funny.
Yeah, they needed a tackle, but I think Aaron Rodgers was like on the Pat McAfee show.
He didn't
the
seem
next
very
day or
happy.
something. He did not seem happy about that. He's like, yeah, I would have liked the pass catcher because he wanted Brock Bowers.
Yes.
He's like, I would have loved a pass catcher, but like they know what they're
I just-
doing, protection, blah blah blah.
I just didn't understand that. Get Brock Bowers, bro. Stop all these cocking. Get Brock Bowers. Get some
What-
dogs.
I understood that an injury that he had was a freak. It was a freak injury. Like, yes, he was running for his life, but typically Rodgers doesn't need a fantastic offensive line because he
Right.
usually maneuvers pretty well in the
And the
pocket.
ball comes out quick.
But
He's
how's he
on a
going to
hot
maneuver
route, that
now?
shit.
How's he going to maneuver now? He's 39, right? 39, something like that.
Yeah.
Just coming off an Achilles. He's not
If
quite
he-
the same guy.
Brian, if he played, I would feel a little bit
He's
worried
40.
because I don't think it was healed. But the fact that he didn't play, he'll be ready.
I mean, yeah, we'll see.
Another year to go into the dark room in the little island.
But listen, I mean, the Jets' tackles have been atrocious, so they needed to upgrade their offensive line.
But didn't
Yeah.
they do it like 5 years ago? They went on a O lineman run and they just started drafting all these O linemen. It did nothing.
Yeah.
Becton's gone.
Becton's gone. They picked up 2 free agents. Who was it?
One
Moses,
was a
I
guard.
think.
Yeah,
Moses, and
is a
then
guard.
they had. Well, they got him, and then they also have another dude, Tyron Smith, who's
Yeah,
old,
Tyron
but
Smith.
like
And is he
he's-
going to play a full year? Like,
he,
I feel
there's
like
no
you
way.
needed the depth in offensive line to just get through the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better long-term pick for them.
Yeah.
All right, and then Denver pulls up 12th pick. They get Bo Nix. It's funny because this was like one of the more predictable picks because you could tell Sean Payton. He admitted in a press conference that he was like a part of the confusion that or the rumors that Denver was trying to trade up for a player because he wanted Bo Nix to fall to him at 12. So he's putting all his chips on Bo Nix. So if Bo Nix doesn't work out, it's Sean Payton.
I mean, look, Bo Nix, good
He's
college career.
Fits his system.
He's an accurate quarterback, efficient.
Smart,
So we'll see if it translates.
and he can move.
Yeah.
That's something that Payton hasn't had.
Yeah, and you know what? And there are rumors here. I got some clips here. There's rumors that this might be Drew Brees' son. From I'm just like, hey, and then the Raiders do Raiders things, man.
They struck out on the quarterbacks, so
they struck out on the quarterback, and they panicked. So they just said, "We're taking the best player available," and that best player was Brock Bowers. So they just drafted Michael Mayer last year.
yeah,
They're going to be in a lot of two tight end sets this year.
they're gonna run the ball.
That's just it.
12.
But hey, look,
Exactly.
they have some good weapons on offense. It's just, is the quarterback position going to work out? So,
They have.
Yeah.
I think
Myers and
is
Devontae
dope.
Adams, and
Myers
then those
is
2
dope.
tight ends. They're pretty good.
Brock Purdy, not Brock Purdy. Fuck, what I'm talking about.
Aiden O'Connell,
Aiden O'Connell.
same thing.
I think he'll be all right. But Gardner Minshew, them having Gardner Minshew, I think
That helps.
will elevate a lot of things. Because Gardner Minshew didn't look bad in
Yeah,
Indianapolis last
because
year.
he's either going to make O'Connell better by pushing him, or he's just going to be the guy. Like Minshew might be
Yeah.
the starter.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Minshew knows how to get the ball to your players.
Yeah,
He knows how to
like
do
he's
that.
solid. Like he's like a guy that he's going to be good enough to get you to the playoffs. Maybe I don't think he'll win a Super
he just
Bowl,
learned-
but
No. I think he learned how to be a pro finally.
yeah,
I think that was his issue. You know, I feel like he felt like I had to prove it, but now I feel like he learned how to be a pro. Pat McCaffrey, McAfee, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, for sure. All right. So 14th pick, Saints take
Hey,
Fuaga.
get through all those guys, bro. We don't hear them.
Yeah. Fuaga, the tackle from Oregon State. Latu, the first defensive player, comes off the board. Edge rusher. He goes to the Colts.
I was
Byron
surprised that
Murphy.
he was the first defensive guy because doesn't he have that injury concern?
He is the injury concern.
And what's
yeah.
wrong with Dallas Turner? You know what I mean? Like I thought that he was like easily the number 1 guy.
You know the thing about like Latu is that they were talking about how explosive he is and things like that. So I think that's kind of like the thing there. So
Yeah, he also has shorter arms. I was reading somewhere.
Dallas Turner, yeah.
No. Latu has short arms. He's only got like a 32-inch arm or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
What did I cover? Seattle takes Byron Murphy, and then Dallas Turner goes to Minnesota at 17.
Minnesota had a good first round. If JJ's the guy.
If JJ's the guy, yeah.
Right. But they get the best defensive player in my mind, and then they get hopefully their franchise quarterback.
Yep. Cincinnati says we need to protect Joe Burrow, so they go
Finally.
with Mims, the tackle from Georgia. Rams take Jared Verse. the edge rusher from Florida State. Pittsburgh, they stick with a offensive tackle. They go back to their roots, and they take Fatanu. Is that what his name is?
The guy from Washington.
Yeah.
Fatanu.
Fatanu.
And then Chop Robinson goes to Miami, the next pick on 21. And then the Eagles, with their amazing draft every year, they take the first cornerback off the board, Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo. So
He's a baller.
The rich get richer.
Old time guy.
Yeah. Yep. And then they turn around in the second round and
Cooper
DeJean.
Dijon for a discount. How the hell did he drop?
No idea.
It's because
Kenny's favorite player, Brian Thompson Jr., goes 23rd overall to Jacksonville.
Great pick.
Mac Jones can throw him the ball.
No, I think that's a fantastic pick. So I like that right there. Detroit takes Terrion Arnold, the cornerback from Alabama. He gets to get paired
That's
back
a
up
steal.
with Brian Branch.
How's he going so high?
I like that.
Or low, I mean. Like, damn.
Because of that offensive run. It was a historic offensive run. You're absolutely right. They need the Eagles. Mitch says the Eagles need help at cornerback, but big story is how the team comes together this year after falling apart at the end of last year. So they did sign. We thought drama was going to happen with AJ Brown this year, but they did because the Eagles do what Eagles do, and they throw out these fake contracts that with like 75 void years. So AJ Brown is locked up under a contract as the highest paid receiver. I think he's under contract till 2029 or some shit.
They just extended him again?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just extended him.
Because he was unhappy.
And they extended Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
They their contract.
How did they just extend him they just extended him 2 years ago? They just got him 2 years ago.
Keep kicking the money down the road. This is how they could fit it all under the cap. It's bullshit.
The Eagles will eventually suffer great. Like they'll be like what's the team in baseball that's like paying like the Marlins? Is that what it is?
The Dodgers.
No, it's the Mets. The Mets. It might be the Mets.
The Mets
where they're paying players that like haven't played for them and like
Bobby
they're like
Bonilla.
50,
But the
50-year-olds like
50. But they're going to be the new Dodgers because that's what the Dodgers are going to have.
But they're not the only team doing it. Like the Chiefs did it with Mahomes. Eventually, one day they will have to pay the piper on that, and it'll be after Mahomes retires, and they'll have like 1 year reset to reset their cap. I mean,
that time they'll have
everybody
like 15 Super Bowls, so they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
by that time the average cap hit for a freaking quarterback will be $100 million. So they'll be like, whatever.
It wouldn't even matter.
Cap's $1 billion. What do we care?
Yeah.
like
the cap is $1 billion. I don't care about 100 M's.
No, they kicked it down the line, Mitch. Go look at his contract on Spotrac.com. They have some years at the end there where they're void years.
Well, he's right. They converted to bonus so they could spread it out over the contract. But then when they spread it out over the contract, they cut it down this year and then spread it out larger over the next couple of years. So his dead cap is higher and his cap hits are higher and higher as the years go on.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting tactic. With someone like Mahomes who doesn't get injured often,
it's worth it for them to do
and
it.
I think positionally it's worth it. It's just weird.
Travis.
All right. Anyways,
by the way,
yeah, he got 2 years. They paid everyone that they needed to pay this season.
Somehow, because they got Chris Jones under contract for $7 million this year on the cap.
Yep.
It's just
Green Bay.
It's a bunch of crap now.
The Green Bay Packers go with an offensive lineman in the first round. I thought they were going to go corner, but they ended up going with Jordan Morgan, offensive lineman from Arizona.
Yeah. They might have missed the corner they wanted. Maybe they wanted Arnold.
Terrion and Mitchell went.
Yeah, Detroit jumped them.
Yeah. I thought DeJean was going to go, but they decided not to.
Nah, he's not the best cover guy. He's just super versatile.
Yeah. Right, he's a hybrid. He can play
Yeah.
box safety if he needs to, or he can play
Go to nickel, go play
Yep.
free.
Graham Barton goes to Tampa Bay at 26. Arizona gets their second pick, I think. Yeah, the second pick, and they take Darius Robinson, the defensive end from Missouri. I thought that was a pretty good pick. I think they ended up trading up, right, with Houston here to get this pick.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Yeah, it is your bad, Mitch.
yeah, jeez. And then the funny thing, so let's see, Buffalo was picking 28. Buffalo's like, apparently their receiver that they wanted or whatever they wanted, from what I was reading, this was a pretty smart move. Buffalo wanted to trade back because their cap hit this year is like they'd save way more money on their cap if they pick a guy later. So they were trying to get out of the first round and acquire some cheaper picks because I think they were like, if they would have taken a first rounder, they would have been over the cap. They would have had to figure and readjust some stuff. So they traded back. They traded back to 32 with the Chiefs. That is mistake number one because who did the Chiefs trade with to get Patrick Mahomes? The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And then
Thanks, Buffalo.
So if I'm Buffalo, if the only team that you can't beat, number one, you traded to let them get Patrick Mahomes. Number two, you can't beat them in the playoffs. And you're trading with that. I would never I would block all Kansas City landlines.
Yes.
Like I would never pick up a Kansas City phone number.
That's just insane.
And Xavier Worthy could be terrible.
He could be.
But it doesn't matter. He's going to catch a 90-yard bomb against Buffalo in the playoffs.
No, he's going to be terrible.
It's
I was like, no, he's not. It's not. I just don't understand why they got him instead of getting like a bigger receiver. Because I feel like you already. Granted, I know about Rice. Who knows if he's going to play? But I think like you already have a whole bunch of speed guys. Why do you still want to continue to get speed guys?
Well, they got rid of MVS.
Yeah, but they got Sky Moore still.
He's not no speed guy.
He's not speed.
Yes,
No, he's not.
No, he's slow. He's slow.
Speed. The only speed guy they got is Mecole, if he's still there. I don't know.
he's still there too.
They got Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown's a
Oh,
speed
yeah, I
guy.
forgot
Hollywood
about
Brown
that.
too.
Hollywood Brown, they got a speed guy. Xavier Worthy's their gadget. That's their gadget player. Like he's
They're
gonna
hoping
be
he becomes
all over.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
How's he
But-
slow at 4.41?
Who?
Laser. Sky Moore. I don't know. I was
He's
tripping.
terrible. He's so bad. I hate this player.
His
But you
play
said
I
he's
think
speed is
Sky Moore-
slow.
He's slow.
He
He
said
plays
he's slow. He's
Put
running
the pads on.
4.41 laser.
Yeah, that's fine. Straight line speed. He can't do nothing else. He take the pads off and then run straight. That's all he can do.
What was Worthy's 40 time?
That's what I'm saying. But what was John Ross 40 time? What the fuck did he do?
He had that one good year.
When?
I
When
think
did he
he
have
had
a
like
good year?
six or seven touchdowns in a season. That's pretty good. But he never broke 1,000. Anyways, Dallas, they're the ones that traded back with Detroit. So they took an offensive tackle here. They took Guyton.
They needed it.
Baltimore does Baltimore things. They take Nate Wiggins, which I think this is literally the perfect spot for Wiggins to go.
Yeah.
Because Baltimore knows how to coach corners, and they're going to get him in the weight room because he's going to get a little bigger. He's got some speed. He's a good press corner, but he's got a good attitude. He's a little undersized.
They don't need that though. They don't need the Broderick guy. They need a guy that can go cover. They already have all the like boundary. They already have that in Marlon Humphreys. They can go move around. They need a guy that can, run with the fast dudes because they don't have that. There's a lot of times they get beat off the line, which I think the speed for Wiggins is going to help out in that. I know he has no choice but to get big though because it's Baltimore. But I'm saying,
Did Baltimore draft a new field yet or no?
No.
Okay.
until they do that, it don't fucking matter, huh?
Hey, so the 49ers here, they draft 31. They took Ricky Pearsall, Florida
Yeah.
receiver.
Why are you shaking your head? I like him.
I didn't say
like
I
him
didn't
too,
like him, but it's a lot of guys that's like got drafted, and I'm like, why? Why didn't
Yeah.
you go higher than most people?
I think that they might be letting Debo go.
Debo or Ayuk are
I think it's
gone
gonna be
after
Debo
or
gone.
before this year.
Why?
Because Debo
Before
can't stay
this-
healthy, and Ayuk is younger and more of just a
Better. He's
receiver.
good.
I thought Debo had like 2 years left, 3 years left.
He's got
As we've been talking about,
Ayuk is
Kenny, the money doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, okay. It's like the U.S. economy.
Yeah,
Okay, got you.
just burn it. Who cares?
So as you guys know, Buffalo traded back to 32. They're in dire need for a receiver. They traded back from Kansas City. They let Kansas City trade up and get a wide receiver. So Carolina's here. They're like, hey, Buffalo, we heard you're letting people take receivers over you. So they call Buffalo. They trade back into the first round with the 32nd pick, and they take Xavier Legette. So Buffalo gets himself out of the first round without getting a wide receiver. And I think 6 or 7 wide receivers went in the first round.
I was
Let me count.
surprised
1,
Legette
2,
went too.
3.
He's
4.
a big guy now, but I was still surprised.
Yeah, 6 wide receivers went in the first round.
I'm wondering
And
what's
Buffalo
gonna
got
happen with-
0 of them.
I'm just wondering what's gonna happen with Mitchell. Like it's so weird that he fell.
I
think he's very talented.
Yeah, I think maybe because his production wasn't as high as they wanted to be, but
I don't know.
bro had made a lot of.
And he
tough
went
catches.
to the Colts though. Like why? Like
Yeah.
I guess
He's-
that's a good
he's gonna
place
be
to
like the
go
third
if you don't
guy
like
there.
Alec.
He's the third
Pierce.
guy.
Well, if you like Alec Pierce,
Yeah, but it depends because Alex Pierce might have to move out the way for him to be there because they got not Downs. What's the guy that's in the
Josh
slot?
Downs
Downs, yeah. They have
Oh, yeah,
in the
Downs.
slot.
and Michael
he-
Pittman, of course. So
And Michael Pittman, of course, and he just got an extension. But they have Downs, and it's like he played pretty well last year.
yeah,
Granted, I don't know if he got drafted high or not because I think that makes a deal too. If he was like a late rounder or undrafted free agent, they have no loyalty to guys like that. They'll cut him in a heartbeat. But I just didn't see that as a good team for him to go to. He could have went to the
So I-
Chargers too. But-
I do like the wide receiver that Buffalo ended up taking in the second round, Keon Coleman.
no.
But I mean, he is slow.
No,
4.61.
bro, like slow. But guess what? He can jump up and catch the ball. Cool. What did he do? Like, can he get off press? Can he get off press? Because at Florida State, you never saw it. You never saw that at Florida State. It was always a jump ball. Oh my God, he can go up and get it. This guy's gonna be on Sundays. Okay. All right, I'll wait till we get to the red zone for him to line up.
He's no Lad McConkey.
Oh
But-
my God.
would you, Kenny? What'd you think of the Jalen Polk to the Patriots, the wide receiver from Washington?
I think that's another guy that went higher than most expected, but I think that's a hell of a pick. I think all the wide receivers from Washington are ballers.
Yeah,
I like Polk. I like McMillan.
Where did
and
Franklin
I
go?
like Odunze.
Franklin
That's what-
went in like
Oh.
the 4th round.
I did not understand
He
how
fell.
Troy Franklin fell so low.
I don't know. That was weird.
He's in the
I was like,
fourth?
bro, yeah,
I think so.
I think it was like third. I think it was like mid.
No,
third,
he
but either
went
way,
fourth.
third-
102 to Denver.
bro. That's
Who
mind
did he
boggling.
sleep with?
Hey,
Who's
bro, that's
on there?
mind-boggling. His
4.41
His production
at
at Oregon
6'2".
was good.
Yeah.
And production. He had the production
So-
at Oregon, and he ran a 4.41. Like,
So he's
those are
teamed
two
back up
bucks.
with Knicks. That's good.
You said what?
Yeah,
He's teamed up with Knicks
Yes.
again. He's in Denver. So that might be a good spot for him.
Oh, Bo Nick. Okay.
Bo Nix, yeah.
Oh yeah. We say Knicks. I was like, is it the
Yeah.
team Knicks?
And then
NFL decision makers reportedly had concern about Franklin's route running and slim physique.
well,
Yeah, let me know how that worked out for Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
What about Worthy? He's skinnier than doggone Franklin. What are we talking about?
no,
That's
he's not
No.
skinny. He's shorter, he's a little more stout looking.
Dude,
what?
Yeah.
Worthy is a stick.
Is he? I don't know. He's
I'm
only like
gonna
5'11", right?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I think he's 6 feet.
Yeah. Like Kyler Murray's 6 feet.
He's 5'11", 165.
Okay.
So Troy Franklin is 10 pounds heavier at 176, but he's 6'2".
Yeah. And so it's like the same thing. Okay. All right. I
Listen,
like the Patriots' fourth round pick in Javon Baker. And did you see what he said, Kenny?
No.
He said that New England fans better get ready because he makes people in wheelchairs stand up.
Bring your popcorn.
Yo,
Bill would have
mean,
cut him right there. He'd been on
that
there.
guy's probably got the biggest nuts on the team to say that. I mean, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Bill-
I like it.
Bill would have said, "Get his ass
Oh
out
yeah,
of
Bill
here."
would have cut his ass already.
Hey,
Hey,
Mitch had a question.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
I threw it up. How many QBs taken actually start and make an impression like CJ Stroud?
In year
That's
one,
that's
one.
Those are tough shoes to fill. How many are starting? Caleb Williams is starting.
Yeah, Jaden
Obviously.
Daniels is starting.
Jane
The top
Daniels
three, all three.
is starting.
May
Drake
might
May's
not.
not starting. May is a maybe.
Maybe.
Just wait for
May, I would say May is like
I think
it's
JJ's
like
starting.
10% chance for him to start. I
JJ's
think
starting.
JJ starting, and I think Bo Nix is probably going to start.
Bo Nix is starting.
Penix will start if Cousins' Achilles
Is not
is
ready.
still hurt.
Yeah. I think. I'm curious
Like,
on your take. I'll let y'all go before.
I think it's Caleb Williams is the only one that's going to make a significant impact year one.
I will argue this. It depends on if you're talking about like wins and losses, I think Caleb Williams is going to be more impactful. If you're playing fantasy, I think Jane Daniels is going to be more impactful.
Without a doubt, Caleb Williams is going to light the league on fire as a rookie.
I like
Without a
that.
doubt.
Long run is too hard to tell, Mitch.
Yeah, I can't tell you long run. Long run,
Even Caleb
There's-
Williams might not be long run.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I just
He's a
think that,
surefire lot. He's so good.
He should be. Yeah.
bro. The thing is this: he's getting such a bad rap because of what he does outside of the game about the cover where he had the dress on, the net. Bro, who gives a fuck? What
Oh,
does
I don't
he do
care.
on the field?
All
He
of that
plays.
goes out the window.
Like he's
He
definitely a
plays.
weirdo. So what though?
And did you? That's the case? But did you hear him when he was fired up?
The correct
Who's that?
terminology is he's unique.
No.
He's
He's
fucking weird.
He says he's a weirdo as far as not what he's dressing. He just like this way he goes around. Like even when he talks,
Yeah.
right? How he talks, he's kind of like.
Did you see what he was wearing? I mean, like it was a weird looking suit. I was like, okay, that's him. That's his style.
Part of my take, the Barstool guys, they joke about it and they say he is. Everyone's complaining, but he's the first Zoomer quarterback, like this generation of like new like TikTok growing up on TikTok. Like that's what this is. It's like it's whatever. All of this gets erased if he wins games. It doesn't matter. He could like Dennis Rodman's out there painting his head. Like he could do whatever he wants as long as you're winning games. It's like cool, you're that guy.
And then going back to what Mitch was talking about like long run. I mean, let's look at another guy that came in we thought was going to be a surefire guy, and now we have questions about Trevor Lawrence. Can he stay healthy? He hasn't really produced to the level that we thought he would. You know, maybe he's not the surefire that we thought he was.
He was on the
throws a
right
lot of
trajectory.
interceptions.
He was on the right trajectory until last year. He got hurt, and it kind of threw him back. And then
I don't know.
he started making bad decisions. The year before, he was playing well. You didn't think so?
Nah, I mean, I've never been enamored by his play. It's just, I don't know. I don't think he's as special as people thought he was going to be.
In the playoffs, he was making plays.
Yeah.
To your point, special as people thought, but people said that he was the best rated prospect since Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Who, Trevor Lawrence or Caleb?
No, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, now they're saying it about Caleb, so it's like,
I don't know.
I mean, Caleb is a pretty damn good prospect.
yeah.
I like
We'll see. You just never know. Pretty good odds, though. I'm taking him in Dynasty.
Yeah,
I know. Part of me wants to take Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm taking Jaden Daniels for sure in Dynasty.
I mean, you know you're going to at least get the running game out of him.
No, I think
At
he's going to
least.
get some guys. But they got a good core. They got a good receiving core. And he has Kingsbury as his OC.
Yeah.
That's what I
true.
like.
Yeah.
It's not the running pieces that he has Kingsbury as his OC, and I know they're gonna throw the pill.
Yeah. Just for insider baseball, for you, Kenny, I hold the second overall pick.
After me.
After Brian. Brian's taking Caleb Williams.
Yes.
I need to make the decision on whether or not I want to take Jaden Daniels or if I want to take Marvin Harrison Jr. That's essentially what I'm deciding.
I think you need to take Jaden. It's a 2-quarterback league.
If a quarterback league, you take Jaden, but I do think that Marvin Harrison is going to have the DeAndre Hopkins type of connection with Kyler Murray for a couple years.
I don't think you can go wrong. How about that? I really don't.
I mean, I probably go Jaden only because I can go wrong because I have Kirk Cousins, who might not, who knows what happens there. I don't know what I can't trust Atlanta right now. I can't.
But you have another pick later in the first, right? Where you could probably snag like
another
Nix
receiver. I can.
If you pass on Daniels, you could get like Bo Nix. He's gonna start right away, or JJ maybe. One of those guys might fall there.
Mm-hmm. Decisions. Or I'll just trade up. I don't give a shit. Anyways. All right, what did Mitch say? So that we can answer his question before we leave or comment.
I mean, I don't know what you're trying to say. Joe Burrow is pretty good. Of course, it helps that he has a good wide receiver, but like,
wasn't Joe Burrow good before, or did he play without? Yeah, didn't he?
He played 1 year without him.
Yeah.
And
he had T. Higgins,
he
but
did have T. Higgins.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got, Kenny. You want to close this out?
Yeah, like always, we appreciate the love and support. Like, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Tap in next week. On the BK bet side, don't worry about it. We're in a slump right now. Don't worry about that.
Well, speak for yourself.
Come on, you've been in a slump too.
I'm up about $600 the last 2 weeks, so I'm doing okay.
All right.
Hey,
he's better than me. So
I'm chunking away little by little.
If you do past how many weeks?
About 2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks, 1 day, he's down 400.
Yeah, it's possible. Who knows? I do make the stats up to make myself look good. You know.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll tap in there. We'll tighten that up, and then as always, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.